We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children?
Red means stop.
What are they?
Green means go.
Where have you been?
This
Cabin
is
in
the
Arcadia?
Rule all little girls
Little
know.
sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that...
What do they even look like under those suits?
Well, I say you should have to prove your property.
Funny,
What?
you're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshments, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic. Decent. Fresh new blood. These worries. Buy a puppy. Me?
Mr. DeWitt. I'll find my source inside of that club.
What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuff shit.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
Guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. Brought you to Rapture.
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as a romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
And what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Good day to you, ma'am.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center Coberson... Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me.
Cohen
If you
sends
hand
those
the ring
masks
back,
out in
the
some
matter
kind
will
of
remain
box.
between you and me.
Damn.
I don't think so.
Must be somewhere
Hit the
else.
brakes, you tramp!
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist Struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Yeah, gone.
Dr. Steinman told me.
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the start treatment, pal? It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Music does something to me, especially something in this phase. It's almost primal. Part of us that exists before the thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by riots. That unpleasantness with Fontaine seems so far.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
What's he hiding in that box?
There, right, you son of a bitch.
Has it got me? I really don't know.
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
My dear, that is something truly extraordinary. Shall I explain?
Oh, yes, please. Tell me everything. You're so knowledgeable. Why, you must be an artist yourself.
I dabble, but I'm no Sander Cohen.
Do you have anything of your own that you could show me?
Well, yes. Right over here.
She's got you. I've got your memory.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. We've located the mask.
Third time to charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter.
For that you can thank my father.
Yeah.
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle for a fun game.
So, what kind of field work?
Field.
Yeah, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tackle on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection. This better work. Otherwise, we'll certainly look the fools.
Trust me.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance! Dance! Move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! To the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! Enter, for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you? you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name's Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
Private security. Those who take what's yours get exactly they deserve. No need to call Johnny Law. Ryan Private Security. Safety for the self-sufficient.
Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber? Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Damn grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me frosted.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosted.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this.
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So on board at Fort Frolic. Gamble, shop, taking a show, or meet a new friend, all at Fort Frolic.
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Where do you get off?
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up. Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah. Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now, all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Splicers. I don't think they see us. If you keep quiet,
Just
maybe
going
we
to
can get the
start,
drug.
no.
Catch! Look up there. You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Did I lock the door? Did I lock it? Gives me the willies.
Show me what you're capable of!
Come on! Do it! Get up!
Ladies like men who are big and tall, but I don't mind if you're short and small. I never.
I'll wait down here.
Thanks.
You'll hold it till you get home.
Seems sane.
Nothing beats your first spice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They're gonna be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her pattern, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Got a lock, needs picking.
Give me a second. Done.
I don't feel clean. Should I bathe again? I'll be late. Can't be dirty, though.
He always will adore you, faithful to his dying day. Your vows may break, your heart may ache, but keep her to the bitter end. If you use possession, you'll be his sole obsession. Possession is always best friend.
Enough of
Catch, Mr. DeWitt!
Much obliged!
Don't die on me, DeWitt!
At the farmer's market, and Dionysus is hard, because bigger is better. It's rare, don't fret. It's not the rapture way.
What am I? This isn't a restaurant!
I can't understand what they hope to accomplish.
Betty, you look positively enraged.
Well, gee, I am. Fontaine's was my favorite department store. What's the big idea with Ryan sinking it?
Well, that's an example of a few bad eggs ruining it for the rest of us. Rapture was being
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's button in. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Frank Fontaine called me in the other day. Me, Ray Larden. Says trouble's coming and he's passing out special plasmids to all his best guys. I mean, it's an honor, but man, I started getting these shingles all over. Skin's discolored. Like when a guy's about to lose a limb, you know? And I can't seem to pile on enough clothes. I hate to ask, but is this happening to everybody?
take a look at this?
That won't take but a minute. Ready. Ugh, how do you stand that? It smells revolting.
Slicers! You got it. Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man! You were my friend!
Ammo, take it! That's it! Mr. DeWitt, come back to me!
Can't blame me. Where do you get it?
Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Think you can crack this one open?
I can do that. All done.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
If you're not prepared for metamorphosis, then there. There's the door.
Happily work out another treatment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait until payday.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
Then why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
I can change.
Careful.
I can.
They don't look friendly.
Go ahead.
Sure things.
You're heartless. Totally heartless!
Thanks!